Are you watching potential clients slip through the cracks of your marketing, leaving you wondering if they even understood what you're offering, or if they simply got confused somewhere between clicking your ad and actually booking a call with you? Here's what's really happening behind the scenes. You're driving traffic to your website. People are landing on your pages, maybe even downloading your lead magnet, but then they vanish into thin air. Meanwhile, you're left staring at your analytics, wondering why someone who seemed interested enough to give you their email address suddenly goes radio silent. The frustrating part is you know your service works. You know you can help these people, but somehow they're not making it from maybe interested to ready to work with you. And every day this continues, you're not just losing potential clients, you're losing revenue that should rightfully be yours. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to diagnose where your potential clients are getting stuck in your marketing process, and show you the simple fixes that can plug those leaks without needing a computer science degree or a massive marketing budget. You'll also find out the 3 most common places service business owners unknowingly sabotage their own sales process, and how to spot these issues in your own business before they cost you another month of missed opportunities. So if you're tired of wondering why your marketing feels like throwing money into a black hole, let's fix this right now. Let's start with the basics. We need to look at a sales funnel and what it does, okay? So a sales funnel isn't some complicated contraption that requires you to become a tech wizard overnight. Think of it more like the natural conversation you'd have with someone at a networking event. Picture this, okay? Someone approaches you at a local business meetup. They don't immediately ask for your business card and pricing. First, they mention a problem they're having. You listen, maybe share a quick insight. They seem interested, so you continue the conversation. Eventually, they ask how they might work with you. That's your funnel right there, just happening online instead of face-to-face. For your service business, your funnel is simply the path people take from, "I've never heard of this person," to "I want to hire them." The key difference is that online, you can't read body language or adjust your conversation in real time, so you need to anticipate what they're thinking at each step. Your funnel needs to reflect how your ideal clients actually think and make decisions. If you're a business coach, your clients aren't going to hire you after reading one blog post. They need to trust that you understand their world, that you've helped others like them, and that working with you won't be another expensive mistake. Let's break this down into the 3 stages that actually matter for service businesses like yours. Stage 1. Awareness. This is where someone first encounters your business. Maybe they found you through a Google search like "help with marketing strategy" or "business coach near me." Maybe a friend shared your LinkedIn post. At this stage, they're not thinking about hiring anyone yet. They're just trying to understand their problem better and see what solutions might exist. Your job here isn't to sell them anything. It's to prove that you understand their world. When someone lands on your website or reads your content, they should think, "Finally, someone who gets what I'm going through." Stage 2. Consideration. Now they know you exist and they're intrigued. They're starting to think, "Maybe I do need help with this." But they're also wondering, "Can I trust this person? Do they really understand my specific situation? What would it actually be like to work with them? How much is this going to cost, and is it worth it?" This is where most service businesses drop the ball. They assume that someone who downloaded their lead magnet is ready to book a discovery call. But there's usually a big gap between mildly interested and ready to spend money. You need to bridge that gap by addressing their doubts and building confidence in your approach. Stage 3. Conversion. By now, they've decided they want to solve their problem, and they're pretty sure you're the right person to help them. But they still might have some final hesitations. What if it doesn't work? What if they can't implement your advice? What if you're too busy to give them proper attention? Your conversion stage needs to make saying yes feel like the obvious low-risk choice. This might be through a clear explanation of your process, testimonials from clients in similar situations, or a guarantee that removes their fear of making the wrong decision. Let me tell you about the 3 mistakes I see over and over again that are costing service business owners thousands in lost revenue every month. Mistake number 1. Skipping steps or rushing prospects. Here's what this looks like. Someone visits your website for the first time, and immediately you're asking them to book a strategy call or sign up for your program. It's like asking someone to marry you on the first date. Even if you're perfect for each other, they need time to get comfortable with the idea. I see this especially with business coaches and consultants who put book your free strategy call buttons everywhere. But think about it from your prospect's perspective. They don't know you yet. They don't know if you're going to spend that call trying to high pressure them into something they can't afford. They need smaller steps first. Mistake number 2, overwhelming clients with information. Service business owners are usually experts in their field, and experts love to share everything they know. But here's the problem. When someone is trying to decide whether to work with you, too much information actually makes them less likely to move forward, not more. I've seen landing pages that read like textbooks, email sequences that try to teach everything up front, and discovery calls that turn into free consulting sessions. Your prospects don't need to understand everything about what you do. They need to understand that you can solve their specific problem. As you may already know, the fact is that most people aren't going to hire you the first time they encounter your business. They're going to think about it, get distracted by other priorities, forget about you, and then 6 months later desperately need exactly what you offer, but hire someone else because you're not top of mind anymore. Your email follow-up isn't just about staying in touch. It's about continuing to build trust and demonstrate your expertise while they are still in the consideration phase. But most service business owners either don't follow up at all, or they send generic newsletters that don't move people closer to a buying decision. Now let's talk about how to diagnose where your own funnel might be leaking potential clients. You don't need expensive software or complex analytics to figure this out. Start with your landing page. Ask yourself, if someone landed here for the first time and knew nothing about you, would they immediately understand what problem you solve and for whom? Can they figure out what to do next without scrolling around looking for clues? Look at your headline. Does it speak to a specific problem your ideal client has, or is it generic marketing speak? If you're a business coach, transform your business doesn't tell me anything. But help service business owners double their revenue without working 80-hour weeks immediately tells me who you help and what outcome they can expect. Check your lead magnet. Is your lead magnet something your ideal client would actually want? Or is it something you think they should want? There's a big difference between 10 social media tips for small business and the 5-minute daily routine that keeps my clients' calendars booked solid. The best lead magnets solve a small, immediate problem while demonstrating your expertise in solving bigger problems. Review your email follow-up. After someone downloads your lead magnet, what happens next? Do you have a sequence that continues the conversation? Or do you just add them to your weekly newsletter? Your first few emails are crucial for moving people from mildly interested to actively considering. Examine your call to action. What are you asking people to do and when? If you're asking for a big commitment too early, you'll lose people. If you never ask for any commitment, you'll never get clients. The sweet spot is progressive commitment, asking for small yeses that build up to bigger yeses. One of the biggest concerns I hear from service business owners is that creating systems and automation will make their business feel impersonal. But here's the truth. The right systems actually allow you to be more personal, not less. When you have clear processes, you can spend less time figuring out what to say in emails and more time crafting messages that truly connect with your audience. When you know exactly what questions prospects typically have at each stage, you can address those concerns proactively instead of reactively. Your email list is your most valuable marketing asset, but only if you treat it like a relationship, not a broadcasting station. Share stories about your clients' successes. Talk about the challenges you see in your industry. Give behind-the-scenes glimpses of how you work. The goal isn't just to stay top of mind, it's to help people get to know you well enough that when they are ready to solve their problem, hiring you feels like a natural next step, not a scary leap into the unknown. Even as you automate parts of your funnel, look for ways to add personal touches. Maybe you send a personal video message to people who book discovery calls. Maybe you handwrite thank you notes to new clients. Maybe you remember details from previous conversations. These touches don't have to be time-consuming, but they should be genuine. People can tell the difference between automated personalization and actual attention. Look, your funnel doesn't have to be perfect to be profitable. It just needs to be better than doing nothing, and it needs to get better over time. The businesses that succeed are the ones that pay attention to where people get stuck and make small improvements consistently. If you'd like a quick 5-minute audit of your funnel to spot the areas you can test and improve upon, I've created a free downloadable checklist specifically for service businesses with smaller teams. It's designed to help you trace the leaks in your own business and identify what your next steps should be to solve them. This way, you can make changes to those exact areas of your sales pipeline and understand your customers better. You'll be more likely to get more out of your marketing efforts, even with the same number of leads coming in. The link is in the description below. This has been Rita with ClicksandThings.com. See you in the next one.